If I Could Fly is the story of a girl who needs to find herself, and something bad has happened which has caused her to run away. When we first meet her, she's running, and she's not sure what she's running from. And as the book unfolds, the mystery of her situation becomes clear, and her memory starts to return. And at the end of the book, she has to decide whether to go back and face her difficulties and her home situation, or whether to stay in her new life, which has offered her friendship that she's never known before. Calypso's world is our world, only a little bit worse. I think it's been described as a dystopian novel, but I did feel that really the roots of the book were very much in real life, in our world, but things were just darker and edgier. There's a virus that's killed people. There's a curfew at night. There's control by the state, and people aren't really free to say what they want either. And it is getting worse because the virus is uncontrolled. Yes, there's an element of danger. She's running, and she knows that by hiding out, she might be deemed to be a young offender because she's not allowed to leave her zone, but she leaves her zone to find help and respite and somewhere to hide. And she knows from her free-running contemporaries that children who are caught and who are young offenders go to a special centre where they're reconditioned, they're fitted with a microchip, and after that their behaviour is controlled. Alfie watches over Callie. When she first sees him, he lives in a block of flats opposite where she's hiding in a derelict hospital, and she sees his face, and at first she's not sure what to make of it, but he doesn't seem an unfriendly character. He turns up in her life at her moment of greatest need, and after that they have a really close bond and a friendship that she's never experienced before. I don't think about the audience when I'm writing the books. The voice comes almost fully formed, and I just go with that, and I begin by putting ideas down. With If I Could Fly, it began with the sound of running in my head, just this insistent running all the time. And Calypso's character developed from that, really. It was an urgent running, and I knew somebody was running from something. And her story unfolded as her character came clearer. And she didn't know what was happening to her. I didn't really know what was happening to her till towards the end of the story. I live by the sea, and the sea infuses everything I do. I try to set things inland sometimes. It doesn't work. They always end up back on the seafront. And usually it's the south coast of England too. I find with all my books, the first two, particularly are set on the south coast. There is a surprise at the end, and I hope that readers will find it intriguing. Callie's situation is revealed, and you know exactly why she's been running. You know at the time that she knows. So the revelation, I hope, will be quite dramatic and surprising. But I hope everyone who reads it will then keep it a secret. Shh. The next book coming with Egmont is called Samphire Song, and it's the story of a teenager and her relationship with a troubled Arab stallion called Samphire. It's a horse and heartbreak story that hopefully ends well.